As soon as I realized that journaling was not about blank pages and boring notebooks, I knew I had to share the power of pen to paper with the world. It's so simple, and there's no wrong way to journal. The trick is to figure out what type of journaling works for you. Whether it's brain dumping, free writing, guided prompts, or gratitude, you'll find that it encourages reflection and intentional action and habit formation to help you live the life you've always dreamed of. People always ask me how to get started and build a routine with journaling. Here are some of my favorite tips that I recommend. First, decide when you can most naturally fit journaling into your daily routine. I recommend thinking about the moments that you feel most flustered, overwhelmed, or anxious. So for example, if that's in the morning, you might want to think about journaling first thing when you wake up. If you have trouble going to bed, maybe you think about journaling right before you go to sleep. And if you're somebody that is managing day-to-day anxiety or jitters, maybe you just pause in the middle of your day and take that moment to bring pen to paper. Once you've decided the general time frame of when you can devote 5 minutes to yourself to journaling, your next step is to habit stack. What is a regular part of your routine that comes on autopilot? Think about slotting journaling in right after that. Next, decide where you will journal and what kind of environment you can create to make journaling feel less like a chore and more like fun. If you have a few extra minutes, think about lighting up a candle or putting on the aroma diffuser. All that matters is that you pick a place that's comfy for you where you can stay present with no distractions. Next, you can accessorize your journal like so many of our members do, or you can do what I do, which is keep it a little light. If you're someone who gets excited by stickers, markers, colors, don't feel shy to release your inner child and bring your journal to life. In fact, bringing creativity into your journaling routine can help bring feelings of joy and happiness. If you're anything like me, too much color coordination can feel counterproductive and distracting, so good old black pen and paper will do just fine. Next, take a moment to connect with your why. This is the most important thing, especially if you're not yet a journaling expert. It's really critical for you to connect with your reason on why you decided to journal in the first place. Are you journaling because you want to be proactive in planning your day or your life? Or are you journaling because you need to go from chaos to clarity? Maybe you're journaling because you want to feel less anxious and in control and organized throughout your day. Connecting back to the emotion or desired outcome rather than I'm journaling because everyone told me to do it is so key to making journaling part of your long-lasting self-care routine. Remember, journaling is so much more than just free writing on a blank piece of paper. The act of bringing pen to paper will help you improve cognitive function, boost productivity, elevate your moods, and reduce anxiety and stress. You cannot go wrong with any style of journaling. Based on your identified why, you can set yourself up for success by now focusing on the how. First, I always encourage people to be really honest with themselves. How long can you actually commit to journaling as a habit? Is it 5 minutes when you first wake up, or do you have a whole 15 minutes? You get to choose, and remember, you can change your decision at any time. When you first crack open your Silk Sonder journal, be sure to flip through the pages and pause at the things that speak out to you the most. For some, it might be your mood and your habit tracker. For others, it might be immediately starting with some reflection prompts. If you're like me, you might even start with the intentions pages because it really helps to ground at the high level. Some, and many of you, might go straight into planning, and that's totally okay. With our journals, we have pre-made layouts so you don't have to do any work and you cannot mess it up. We made them pretty for a reason. Inside every journal, you'll find inspiration from bullet journaling, from cognitive behavioral therapy, narrative therapy, as well as stress-reducing activities such as coloring and reflecting back to your inner child and creating your own bingos. If you need help on where exactly to start with your Silk Sonder, be sure to open our app because it's a great resource of examples from our real members on how they use different sections. Many of our members actually repurpose sections to make it work for their own needs. So for example, if you have a meal plan, you could repurpose this to something else that is better suited for your needs. Be sure to also join one of our weekly setup parties or monthly setup parties for examples in real life so that you can get the most of your Silk Sonder experience with inspiration and accountability from our community.